everyone, welcome to another episode of The Website Copywriter. Today I have Phil Storey with me, who is the founder of Glow. And we connected on LinkedIn a while back, and our first conversation came about because we both help web designers. We solve problems for web designers, freelancers, agency owners, and we're really passionate about solving like big problems for these people. So that was a quick introduction for me, but I'm just going to hand over to Phil so you can explain what it is that Glow does, who you help, and all of those juicy things. So I'll hand it over to you, Phil.
Thanks, Hannah. Great intro. Really nice to be here. Thanks for inviting me on, first of all, and hello to everyone that's listening and watching if you put it on YouTube, Hannah. So my name's Phil Storey. I'm the founder of a company called Glow, as Hannah said, which I set up a couple of years ago. Glow is a product that helps website maintenance service providers to manage all of their clients' WordPress websites in one dashboard. And it really came about because that's exactly what I used to do basically for about 10 years or so. So, going back to that kind of time, I sort of taught myself how to code, taught myself how to build WordPress sites, and then just set that up as a business basically. But a huge part of my business was always the ongoing support and maintenance side of things that I did for clients. And ultimately, I used to use products that Glow now competes against. I thought we could do a better job, basically, of the ones that were on the market at the time. And they still are. They're very much still there. So we're one of the newcomers to the market, I guess. Like you, Hannah, obviously working with lots of web designers and freelancers, we do the same. So our customers are web designers who build and maintain WordPress sites, or agencies or freelancers that do the same thing. So it basically just helps them be more efficient in the delivery of website maintenance to their clients. So yeah, we're both super passionate about helping web developers and designers. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's always like it makes for a really interesting business model when you were your ideal client and you've created something that is basically what you wished you had.
Yeah, exactly.
Like most of my audience know that I used to be a web designer and really struggled collecting content as web designers do. But like when I came across your stuff on LinkedIn and your product, it was like, that's the other problem that web designers really struggle with.
It is, and I very much remember that problem of the gathering content for projects. That was always big sticking point for me over the years, for sure.
So did you use did you use Glow yourself? And
so going going far enough back, I used to use a very well established product that's in the same industry as Glow. Basically, they actually got bought out by GoDaddy about 5 years ago, so they did very well. So that's the one I used to use before I set up Glow. But yeah, the first kind of iteration of Glow a couple of years ago, I actually then used that in doing the work for the clients that I had, basically. So it was kind of a great way to build the product, really, because obviously we could hands-on really see the kind of things that Glow as a product needed to have to help us do the work for the clients. And that's really helped us selling it as a product now to other web designers and agencies, because they can obviously completely relate to those challenges. So yeah, it was a nice way to start, with kind of using it ourselves at the start. Yeah.
And this is for freelancers. I'm right in saying freelancers and agencies right across.
Yeah, it's really. I mean, we've actually quite recently changed like our sort of I guess customer persona, really, because we were sort of aiming at agencies initially, but obviously just through having lots of sales conversations with agencies, a lot of the bigger agencies are already set up with like their processes and the software that they're using. There might be like 60 people working there. They're not just going to suddenly break that and pick up a new product like Glow that changes everything. So really, we're really appealing to companies that provide WordPress maintenance as a service. Now, that could be an agency if it's the right type and they're looking to change the way they do things. But really, it's absolutely perfect for that sort of smaller end of the market. So one man, one woman band, freelance WordPress developers, or small WordPress teams of WordPress developers. It's absolutely perfect for them because it just solves all the challenges that you have when you're managing lots of WordPress sites. So yeah, in answer to your question, it is kind of across the market, but certainly at the higher end with bigger agencies, it's only really if they're kind of actively looking to make a change in the way they're doing things now.
So what are the struggles? What are the struggles? What are the pain points that are going to resonate with everybody watching this?
Yeah, good question. So there's really like three pillars, if you will, to website maintenance. So to providing website maintenance for clients, and really everything that Glow is and all of the features that we've built are built around these three pillars. So if I just explain those to you briefly, that will then show you what the kind of, I guess, pain points are for web designers that are managing multiple sites. So the first one is communication, right? So in my years of experience of managing lots of WordPress sites for businesses across the world, the one thing that the clients cared about more than anything else was the quality of my communication with them. So they've got a website and the contact form has stopped working. Well, they reach out to me and say, Phil, the contact form stopped working. Can you fix it, please? They very much then judge me or a web designer on my ability to quickly handle that request and get the fix in place, with empathy as well and all that, treating the customer well. That's the thing they care about most. But it's also the thing that they understand most, right? Because most clients aren't web developers, are they? They don't understand they probably don't know what WordPress is actually. And they certainly can't explain what a plugin is or a theme is on WordPress, right? And a lot of web designers fall into the trap of sending reports to clients that are just full of technical information. And it's like, it's not going to do anything. The client doesn't have a clue about that sort of stuff, right? They're not going to be sort of sat there on a Thursday afternoon going, oh, I wonder if Phil has updated the Yoast SEO plugin today or not. Like, they're never going to do that, right? Because they don't know what it is. So that's why the most important thing is communication, because every client in the world understands that, right? If they reach out for some help, they know the difference then between whether you react well to that or react badly to that. And if you react badly too many times, they're just going to go and find another web designer. But if you do it really well, that's what will help you keep your clients for longer. So we prioritize communication related features in Glow as a product to help designers do that better. The second one is proving value of the service that you're providing as a designer, right? Now that's quite a difficult one, again, because if you remember, the client usually isn't technical. They're often not actually convinced of the need for maintaining a WordPress site. They've just paid you a few grand to build a new site for them, and now they're thinking, oh, I've got to pay 50 quid a month as well. Like, why do I have to do that? So that's why it's really important, once you have sold it to them, is to consistently prove the value of it to them so that they can see that 50 quid every month is worth it, because it's going towards keeping the site secure, or it's going towards making the site run faster, or whatever. So being able to prove the value of the service is super important as well. And then the third pillar is efficiency. So how efficient can you be as a web designer or as a team of WordPress designers in carrying out maintenance as a service? Generally speaking, the more efficient you are, the more profitable you're going to be as a business as well. So automation is very much your friend here. So that the more that you can use software to automate processes, in your service offering, the more time you've got to spend on higher fee paying work, for example. So they're the three kind of big things around website maintenance, really. But we have so many sales conversations with companies, and it's like they just love the fact that they can see all of the clients' websites in one place. Like, that's a big thing, right? Because if you're managing, 40 websites and they're all different logins, one's here, one's there, one's over there, and now suddenly you've got them all on one screen, it's really, really, really impactful and helpful for them to see, okay, well, that one's not running quickly enough at the moment. Oh, and that one's gone down. Oh, and this one's got 8 security issues at the moment, or whatever. They can see all of that information in one screen. So that's a huge time saver for them, and helps them with looking after the sites better, effectively.
Yeah, you're massively focusing on the client, and obviously you're focusing on the web designer, very much like yourself. Like, for a long time, I used to always be talking about I help web designers. But then after like a couple of years in, I started tweaking that to I help web designers and their clients. Because, like, yes, of course, I help web designers. And this is exactly what you've just described, but there's such a massive impact on the client as well. And it's it's solving the problem. I use the term like bridging bridging the gap, like, you know, helping everybody. It's like
Well,
make the whole process run smoother for everybody involved.
Yeah, and ultimately, if you're directly helping their clients, you know, maybe that client's going to get more inquiries from the copywriting work that you do, right? So they're going to love their web designer more for that, which means the web designer is going to come back to you for more work, aren't they? So it's the same principle with Glow. What our aim is that for customers that come onto Glow, by using Glow, it helps them increase the lifetime value of their client, right? For all those reasons that I just explained a couple of minutes ago. And obviously, if customers start increasing their lifetime value because they're using Glow, well, they're going to carry on using Glow, aren't they? And they're going to tell other web designers and other agencies about it. So yeah, we're totally on the same page with that, Hannah. Absolutely. I think it's totally the right way to go.
Yeah, I've just been on your website, the Glow website, just to have a refresh, and
yeah.
I love the way it's so like targeted and so like you understand all the pain points, and you like have a really good message.
Thanks.
It's nice to it's nice to look at a website and be like, oh, I really like this, because it doesn't always happen.
we get a lot of good feedback about it. A lot of people, they love the brand, you know, it's like really bright and colourful and stuff, and I love it as well. I didn't create I hired a branding person to do that, but I think that stands us out definitely a bit in the crowd in our marketplace, because a lot of the tools that we compete against are very dev and tech heavy, and I know obviously our customers are web developers, or at least some of them are anyway, but they all feel a little bit grey and a bit sort of dated a little bit. You know, there's a couple of other kind of more modern players like Glow, but you know, when we ask for feedback about it, that's definitely one of the things that stands us out. Is it's like, whoa, kind of hits you in the face a bit, and it's vibrant and colourful and stuff. So yeah, I think the brand is such a huge part, right, of the whole package in any kind of you know, website that's being built, right?
Yeah. So how did you come up with the name Glow? Where does that come from?
I hate it when people ask me this, because I didn't come up with it for a start. We were toying around with a couple of other names. So I worked with this branding consultant, basically, who came up with the whole thing, the name, the color scheme, the little shapes and things you can see on the website, and the logo is like a unique font just to Glow as well, which is awesome. I'll be honest, he'd already come up with the name for another company, and the project had fallen flat. But when he put it forward to me, I thought, I absolutely love that word, because it's such a positive word, isn't it? It's really positive, and I think it really sort of stands out again in our market, because one of the most obvious things about products that we compete against is that every single competitor has the letters WP in the name, because we are WordPress management software, right? So they're all like manage WP or WP this or whatever. And I love the fact that Glow isn't that. And it's just, again, just stands out a little bit by the fact that it's not WP something or other. And of course, the word generally, like I said, is just a great word, isn't it? There's so many puns that you can use for Glow as well. So.
It's soft and friendly.
It is friendly. Yeah.
I think that's
and we totally tried to get that across in, you know, the user interface, like obviously on the website as well itself, but also in the app. So a lot of the feedback we get from customers and potential customers as well about the product itself is that they love its kind of simplicity of kind of moving around the product. I think it's one of the key things that they tell us that they love about it, basically. So yeah, and it all matches the word nicely, doesn't it? I think.
Yeah, it's community, like you explained at the beginning. It's that communication and bringing people together. That's really cool. Yeah. So I asked you when we first jumped on this call where you were at the moment, because I know that you are a bit of a digital nomad. So how is that going?
Amazing. Yeah, a little bit less so in the last few weeks, actually. I've been in the UK a lot over the summer, seeing family and stuff, so which has been really nice. But I live in Lisbon these days, so I'm flying back to Lisbon on Thursday night this week. So yeah, I absolutely love it. Yeah, I've spent about 10 years in Leeds in the UK recently, and then I left there about a year ago to live the digital nomad life. Yeah, so travel around the world and run the business from different places, basically, which was an unbelievable experience. Spent a lot of time in Central and South America and North America as well. So yeah, it was absolutely amazing. But the first place that I went to actually a year ago was Lisbon. I totally fell in love with it. So I'm now in the process of kind of moving there permanently, basically.
Living the digital dream.
Yeah, but Lisbon's an amazing city for that, right? There's a huge like tech and digital scene over there. So and a lot of people moving there from all over the world. So, and it's absolutely chucking it down outside here at the moment in Cheshire. So, yes, now I'm heading back to about 30 degrees heat, I think, this weekend, which is quite nice. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, I just love the whole idea of being able to pick up your laptop and just work from anywhere. I mean, it's amazing. And like over the years, I've had a bit of like a goal of having a bricks and mortar like agency or something like that. And more recently, I've realized why would I want that? That's not what I want at all. You know, like I'm really happy collaborating with, I've got team members and collaborating with people all over the world. And, you know, like I can pick up my laptop and work from anywhere. So I've totally just realized that that's not what I want at all. I'm perfectly happy. I mean, I've got a young family, so I can't just go and
you can't just go and do it. Yeah,
and literally go away.
But theoretically, it's possible. Yeah.
And it's like having software, you know, cloud-based software. It's just it transforms businesses, doesn't it? Because everything, my entire business is on a cloud somewhere. I don't know which cloud, but it's somewhere out there.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? And you could literally fly to the other side of the world tomorrow and just carry on doing your work, right? It's awesome. And then be inspired by your new surroundings and exploring new cities and stuff. It's absolutely fantastic. If you can't do it right now, Hannah, just do it in a few years, hopefully, when the kids have grown up. I'm not sure how old they are or whatever, but yeah, I'm sure, you know, you can do it eventually, unless you've sold your business for millions by that point. You don't have to work at all, do you?
It's people like yourself, though, that are, you know, inventing these products, these software products that make that possible. And it's just that I think it's a brilliant. It's like really, really, really amazing. Like I have like expenses, quite a lot of expenses, but they're all some kind of digital
software
product.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of us do now, don't we? I think one of the biggest outgoings that I have is on other pieces of software, right, to help me run Glow. So but you're absolutely right. They facilitate lifestyles like the ones we've just been talking about. Totally.
It's just getting more and more and more popular all the time, and the more conversations I'm having with people, the more like agencies are like web design agencies, marketing agencies are collaborating with people who aren't in the same location, and it's just becoming increasingly more.
Well, I think COVID driven a lot of the rise recently, hasn't it? I think a lot of employees realizing that they don't have to be in the same place as the boss to do the work, right? So, or the rest of the team. So that will have driven it a lot. I met loads of people when I was away that weren't running their own business. They were just employees of other businesses, but you know, they obviously negotiated a deal with their manager or whatever to be able to kind of go and work from anywhere. So
I just think cool. that like Zoom, like I think you can build brilliant relationships over Zoom, and I have done that. But like, you still hear people who are like, it's not like face to face and stuff. But I think it's better in some ways than
it's better in some ways.
Efficient. It's different.
Yeah, no question. Yes. I am a big believer definitely in face-to-face and the relationships that you can build face-to-face. However, I could never doubt the efficiency of this kind of call, right? And in the past, you and me would have had to be face-to-face to do a recording like this, right? So, and obviously all the digital nomad, you know, workers and people working wherever they want to work from, these tools are essential, right? They're an essential part of any business nowadays. But yeah, I think the rapport you can build in person is difficult to beat. But you're right, you can definitely still build relationships on video. It's not impossible by any stretch, is it?
In business, if you're solving a problem, then I don't think that.
No, you're right. You're totally right.
Is solving a really niche problem like we are. I don't think it's quite as.
You don't have to be. No, you don't have to be a person to do it. No, you're right. Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast with Mark Zuckerberg, and he was talking about the metaverse and new products that he's coming up with, and basically it's all about, you know, having these meetings like what we're doing now, but as in a
virtual world.
AI, or not AI, like a virtual setting, so you can sit down with your headset on and have like be in a room in a virtual room, and that's just around the corner. And I was thinking to myself, sign me up for that. I'll buy these headsets for my team members, send them out, and we'll all just sit in the room
sit in the same room
as avatars of like penguins and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, to make it slightly more interesting, wouldn't it? I think. Yeah.
but you can't, that's what he was saying. Like it's all going to be, creating your own avatar, so you can make yourself slimmer, taller, whatever you fancy.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? I mean, it is all heading there already. I mean, it's so popular already, right? The whole Web3 space, right? And so many businesses, see so much of that in Lisbon, that people that you talk to are just popping up and creating startups in the Web3 space and stuff. It's massive already, right? So you're right.
I just think, if you can't beat them, join them. You're like, there is like a lot of fear around stuff, and rightly so. You've got to be like,
it's a funny one. Like, I don't know, it's stuff like, I can never see myself doing that. Really, I can never, I just can't get in the headspace of thinking that I would need or want to kind of be involved in that world. Really, I think kind of happy with the way that things are now, and I think I'd only ever use it if it was like, if it would help advance the business. I'd never do it in like a personal. I mean, I'd just go to the bar with my mates, or go away with my girlfriend or whatever. I would not sit in a virtual room as a penguin chatting to mates or whatever. If it really helped my business, I'd think about it.
Well, Mark Zuckerberg's argument was it would help people connect in that kind of way.
Of course it was. Yeah.
Because it's a bit better than having a 2D.
Yeah. I don't know. This worked pretty bloody well, I think. But maybe I'll see you in there, Hannah, one day. Maybe I'll be the Harry Potter guy or something. I have no idea.
I'll be like, remember that
James Bond
conversation we had a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
Well, here we are. So where is Glow heading? What have you got around the corner for Glow?
It's a great question. We're still relatively new, really. So, and I've never built a SaaS business before, so I'm learning every day, really, on how to do that. But the biggest thing that I know we have got is demand for the product. I know there's demand for it. I know there's lots of companies out there offering website maintenance services, either not using any software at the moment, which means Glow is perfect, or they're using some kind of cobbled together mishmash of lots of different products to help them do it. Because one of the things that Glow will help you do is do it all in one place, basically. We're building our team. We've got somebody joining me as a co-founder very soon, which is very, very exciting news. We've got somebody joining on business development front as well. So yeah, the team's getting a little bit bigger as well, which is really exciting. Just got another customer on earlier today, which was great. So yeah, it's exciting times. And really the place that I want to get Glow to is that it becomes this kind of complete end-to-end product that you can use for offering website maintenance as a service. So right from the very point that your client would sign up, so let's say they sign up through your website, they click a sign up now button and they want to buy one of your maintenance plans, Glow then kicks in immediately, basically. So it handles everything from the start, all your payments, everything, right the way through to handling handling the actual maintenance work, which is what it does at the moment, of course. And then giving you lots of data points on how your maintenance service is running. So how efficient you're being, lots of data to give to your clients, really, and use all that to inform you on improving your business, basically. So that's the place we want to take it. We're a little bit far down the line at the moment because we're still fairly new, like I said, but yeah,
how exciting. How long have you been going for?
Well, the original version of Glow was a couple of years ago, but the first version was built, if you remember me saying earlier, just for my company to use a piece of software better than the one we were already using. So that iteration wasn't what you would call a SaaS product, right? We weren't selling it to web designers. We were just using it ourselves to do the service. So we sort of pivoted to a SaaS model about 18 months ago, but that required a complete rebuild of the product, basically, and all of our marketing and website and everything. So we went live with that about January time this year, like right at the start of this year. So yeah, what's that? 7-8 months old, something like that. So yeah, fairly new still.
But you've done a lot in that time.
Yeah, done a lot. Yeah, done a hell of a lot. Yeah. It's just constant development, basically. I'm in a coaching group, and the guys in there are like, you'll never be happy with the product, right? You'll always be like, well, I want to do this and I want to do that, and we need to make this better. And like, you'll never be in that position where it's perfect. So, that's a big part of what I do, is listen, have conversations with customers and potential customers, and get feedback, and get their ideas for the product as well, which is really amazing, actually. Like, people are so forthcoming because they believe in it as a product and they want to use it. They also want to help shape how it works and the kind of features that it has and that sort of stuff. So yeah, some people are just fantastically helpful on that front. So it's a huge part of what I do is that, and then communicate with our developers on our roadmap and what we need building and that sort of stuff. So
do you think you'd be able to have those conversations with the end client as well?
Probably not, no, because they don't really understand it as a service, right? So the odd one or two, possibly. I don't think it would be worth our time, ultimately. You talk to so many that just wouldn't really understand it, and therefore wouldn't be able to give us anything of note. The odd one or two, possibly. And I have done, obviously, with clients that I've got or I've worked with over the years. But really the value comes from talking to WordPress developers and agencies, because they're in it now doing the work. So
no doubt their clients will be giving them feedback anyway that they can then pass on to you, I would imagine.
No question. Yeah. But yeah, I actually really like that part of it. Obviously talking to agencies and developers. That's because I used to do that. It's usually a really good conversation. So yeah, and they are very, very helpful with how we can make it better and improve it. So
it's absolutely my favorite thing to do, is to talk to web designers, because
I think it's the best part of business and job generally, isn't it? I think talking to other people.
Yeah, absolutely. I just love I love talking to anybody, like you say. Like, I love talking to clients, web designers. It's often spooky, because I can be having a conversation and they're telling me their problem, and about content related, obviously, copy related.
Of course, yeah.
If there's any problems.
Yeah.
It's like a mirror image almost. It's like I get it. I really do get it. I understand, like, completely. And
yeah,
it's a very fulfilling job when I think when you have that kind of niche.
Well, you're in the same position as me, aren't you? In that you are now helping people do what you used to do, basically. Yeah. So I think there's that rapport there already, right? When they already know that you used to build websites. Yeah. And same with me, that I used to maintain websites. So I think that's a really good point to start from, isn't it? With any kind of relationship and conversation. So
definitely.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Well, we've covered a lot. That was brilliant. Is there anything else that you wanted to add that you think that you thought might be useful, or do you think we've covered everything?
I think we've probably covered quite a lot, really, haven't we? Well, I guess the Glow's website, if anybody was interested, is getglow.io. Glow spelled normally, GLOW. So getglow.io. Take a look, and let's see what you think, I guess.
I will drop a link to that underneath this video, and also to your profiles as well.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you.
LinkedIn, and just a bit about you and stuff. But if anybody's watching and they want to subscribe to my channel, subscribe now, and
do it.
and I will see you next time. Right, okay, bye.